Hi guys, this is Amalia from Crafty Dream Studios. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have been having an awesome day. Today we're going to finish up the project that I started on the last video. This is two-sided. So the last time y'all saw me create this, and today I'm going to work on the other side of this easel. I'll be using chalk paste. And then what I decided to do on this side is that I wanted to have some words. So we're going to do spring, and see, spring is in the air, and then I put some flowers in the middle to kind of tie it to the back. So let's get started. We're going to start off with the word spring. Now these transfers come from a set called Spring Words. And in case you're new to chalking, we always fuzz our transfers, and that simply means that we're making it a little bit less sticky before we place it on our project. Okay, so now I'm going to move this a little down so that I can get it nice and straight. And let's see. Let's see. That looks good to me. Now I'm just going to press down to make sure I have no air bubbles. And I'm going to do, oops, excuse me, I'm going to do spring in yellow. This particular yellow is called lemon. It's a bright, beautiful yellow. It has a very appropriate name. So now I'm going to, every time you open up your Chalkology Paste, you give it a good stir, okay, like that. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of water. Sometimes, you know, if you use your Chalkology Paste a lot, it gets a little, you have to just put a little bit of water to get it to the right consistency. Oh yes, much better. There we go. Okay, and got that done. All right, let me get a little towel for my mess. Let's get started. Okay, can't wait to finish up this project so I can display it in my home. Once again, I'm taking the Chalkology Paste, starting up high and then dragging down onto the word. And Chalkology Paste does dry relatively quickly, so you do have to work at a rapid pace. And then I'm going to take off all the excess, put it right back in the bottle. That way there's no waste. And I want to get nice, smooth, even coverage. So I'm going back over it in this direction. And then I'm going to go over it in this direction. Beautiful. Okay. Let me close that up. If not, I will get my finger in there, no doubt about it. Okay, now I'm going to lift from the middle, straight up. Let me turn it this way so y'all can see. I don't want to stretch my transfer, so I'm just gently pulling from the middle. Oh, that is gorgeous. I love it. They come out so good. Okay, once you have taking your transfer off, you have to put it in water so that the paste does not dry on it. So I have a little container right here of water. Okay. Now I want to put the flower design right here. But as you can see, it's going to, the transfer it will touch some of these areas. So I have to make sure that's dry before I put the transfer on. If not, if it's still wet and I place my transfer, when I lift the transfer up, it will have picked up that paste right there, and I definitely don't want to do that. So let me get my heat tool, and I'm sorry it's going to be a little loud. And I'm just going to dry that paste. Once again, this color is lemon, and it's a beautiful bright yellow. Now, when you use a heat tool or a blow dryer to kind of dry up the part that you're working on, you may have to make sure to move it around. You don't want to leave it in one spot too long. And really, right now I'm going to focus on the bottom part right here where I know my other transfer is going to land. I'm not so worried about the top part, but I will still hit that. Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm going to try it and test it. Okay, that feels dry. Pretty good. Let me give it one more time. Okay. All right. But if, let's say you're doing this and you do happen to put your other transfer down and it wasn't quite dry and it messes it up, no worry, because remember, the Chalkology Paste wipes away with water. So you can just start over again. That won't be a problem at all. Okay, the next transfer I'm going to use, as I said, it's this one. Remember, you want to write the word back on the sheet, and then you can write a description of what actually goes there. I put flower 3 because it has 3 little flowers. The reason you want to do that is because you want to make sure that when you place, after cleaning your transfer, when you place it back on the carrier sheet, you're placing it on the right side. See, this is the dull side, and then here's the shiny part. Let's see if you can see that. You definitely want to put it on this side. If you place it on this side, you'll be very sad. So, here we go. Let's get this. Let me see. I want in the air toward the bottom, about right there. So, these flowers, I may not actually be touching my spring word. Let's see. Yeah, it'll touch just a little bit. See how that looks. Oh, that looks good to me. Remember, I'm pressing this down, making sure I have no little bubbles where the screen is. If there's bubbles out here, that is not a big deal. You just want it to be nice and smooth where the screen is. Now for this one, I think I'm going to be a little fancy, and I'm going to combine 2 colors, okay? Now the only thing about combining 2 colors is that whatever you have extra, like in excess, you can't put it back in the container because it will contaminate the original color. So that's the only thing about it. So let me mix up my purple. And this is the color. The name of the color is purple. See, it's a little thicker than I want it, so I'm going to go ahead and just put a couple of sprays of water and then mix this up like that. Okay, and since I'm going to be mixing colors, I won't actually be dipping into it with my squeegee. I will be, let me clean that off. I will actually be using my little spatula there to place it on the transfer, and then I'll hit it with the squeegee. Okay. Now let me mix up my pink. Oh, this is a nice consistency. Very, very nice. Just mix that up. So I'm kind of doing ombre on this. Okay, got that nice and clean. So let me scoop a little bit of purple. Oop, I don't want to make a mess on this side. Oh, see, I got it off the transfer, but no worries, I can clean that up. So, I got that. I tell you, I am prone to getting messy. Put some here. Okay, let's see how this looks. So now basically, I'm just gonna mix them up. And I put way too much paste on there. Okay, but I have good coverage. But remember this one, since it's mixed, I can't put it back in the container. So I'm just going to, oh, look at that gorgeous lilac color that it made. If you wanted to, you could always have an empty container. And so when you do stuff like this, where you do mixes, you can put it in the empty container. And that way you don't have any waste. That's always something you can do. So let me clean this up as best I can. And see, that right there, I am not worried about that at all, because it's just a little bit of water and it will come right off. Remember, you want nice, even, smooth coverage. Okay. That right there. Okay, that looks good to me. Let's do the unveiling. Remember, I started in a corner. Oops. You know what? This one stuck real good. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to pull from the center down. Look at that. I love it. Oh, that purple and that pink look so pretty together. Then I'm going to take this transfer and stick it in my water. Okay. Now for cleanup. See, this is how easy cleanup is. I can just take a damp paper towel and it comes right off. No problem whatsoever. Easy peasy. Okay. Now I'm going to take my heating tool again. After I close my Chalkology Paste, you want to make sure you get that done so it doesn't dry out. Okay. Oops. I tell you, if I can get messy, I will. All right, now I'm taking my heating tool, and since I want this, oh wow, look at that. I actually don't need to dry this with my heating tool because it fits perfectly down here. Ooh, look at that. That's awesome. Okay, well, let's get to it. Let's just prep this. Okay, I already wrote back and I wrote what the phrase says. Oh, and these transfers came from the Spring Words transfer set. Okay, I'm going to fuzz it up. If you notice, when I was trying to peel up the flower, it was a little harder because I forgot to fuzz it up. So fuzzing up definitely helps because these are very sticky, which is good because that means your transfer is going to last you a very, very long time for many uses. Let's see. Perfect. That is nice and straight. Smoothing it out, making sure I have good contact. Very nice. Okay, this I've decided that I want it to be in white because I really want it to pop. So, of course, if you want it to pop off black, white is a good choice. Oops. Okay, here we go. Once again, mix, mix, mix. You know, I think I'm going to add a little bit of water to that. Let's see, mix, mix, mix. Okay. There we go. Get my squeegee. And I'm going to, it has a little bit of purple and pink on there, so I'm just going to, see, all I did was dunk it in water and then wipe it off. That's how easy it is to clean up. Super fast. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm going to start on the side, and this time I'm going to go across. I'm going to go ahead and move it this way and get nice even coverage. Here we go. Oops, see, I went a little off the transfer. I am not worried. It'll be easy cleanup, just like with the purple over here. This one I didn't use but one color, so I can put back the excess in the jar. Perfect. All right, time for the reveal. Man, this project is coming together quick and easy. Okay. All right, here we go. So I'm going to put it in this direction so that it's easy for me to peel off. And there you have it. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, get that in water. And then, like I said, clean up. Not worried about it. Comes right off. If you need to get a little bit of water, I have a water container over here. There you go. Done. Spring is in the air. And then on this side, you have the bucket with the tulips. I love it. I can't wait to display this. Well, I hope you enjoyed this project. If you did, make sure to hit subscribe so you're notified when I post other videos. And please comment and share and like this video. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you're at.